going on, road trippers? Road Trip Nate here. Once again, welcome back to the channel. And I, as the captions at the top said, do my top 5 favorite roller coasters I have ridden of all time, based on my own thing. So let's dive right in. Number 5, we have Batman, Six Flags Over Texas. Very good ride. Your feet are dangling while you're going through. It goes through like a million miles an hour. You feel like you're flying through the streets of Gotham City. It's a good ride. Number 4, the Texas Giant. The new Texas Giant. I rode the Texas Giant before and after they redid it. The new Texas Giant is better than the old Texas Giant. The old Texas Giant was too jerky. It was not a fun. It was a fun roller coaster, but it was not a fun experience because you got beat up because of it. It was that kind of ride. The new Texas Giant, I believe, was. Hang on, just one second. Hold on. Okay. And what I believe is that the people that redid the new Texas Giant are the same people that designed and created Outlaw Run. New Texas Giant was their guinea pig, basically, and they perfected it with Outlaw Run. So, New Texas Giant, Outlaw Run has a lot of the same aspects of that, but New Texas Giant was the precursor, I guess you would say. It was the guinea pig, the trial. But it was a fun run. I love how smooth the ride is now. I love all that. But moving on to number 3. Number 3, Outlaw Run in Silver Dollar City. The last 2 were in Six Flags Over Texas. Outlaw Run in Kansas City, or Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Outlaw Run is a very fun roller coaster. If you have not been to Silver Dollar City, you need to go and ride Outlaw Run. It is one of the best, my opinion, the best wooden roller coaster I've ever ridden. I've never been to Cedar Point or Kings Island to ride, or any of the other amusement parks. I've only been to Silver City, Worlds of Fun, Six Flags Over Texas, Six Flags St. Louis, and Frontier City. I've only ever been to those parks, so I've never been to any of the other amusement parks. But in my opinion, Outlaw Run at Silver City, the best wooden roller coaster I've ever ridden. It's smooth, made by the same people who, like I just said, used the New Texas Giant as the guinea pig and perfected it for Outlaw Run. But you get a couple corkscrews, you get a good giant lip hill, you get a 90-degree uh, curve. It's got everything. It's got a good. It's a good ride. Number two on this list, Wildfire at Silver City in Brand. Opened in 2001. I have rode this roller coaster more times than any other coaster I've ever rode. I, I don't know if it's quite 100 times, but I like to always think to myself, I've rode this coaster 100 times, over 100. I'm not sure if that's entirely accurate, but come on. It's a fun time every time I ride that roller coaster. It's got a good drop, a couple loops. It's a good steel coaster. Be a good enjoyment. So it's number two. But number one, Titan at Six Flags Over Texas in Arlington, Texas. Titan, uh, up until the past few times I've been to Six Flags, I'm thinking maybe up until the last two times I went to Six Flags Over Texas, I was afraid to ride this ride because this ride is it's a huge ride. It's it's tall, very tall. But once I rode it the first time with my grandma's husband, I fell in love with the ride, and I've since rode it two or three more times. I've rode it three or four times. It is my favorite ride. It gives you so much airtime. It is such a great ride. It it takes you through one tunnel, maybe two. Gives you a lot of air, but it's still a good ride. But that is my list of my favorite roller coasters of all time. That and at Six Flags Over Texas, New Texas Giant Six Flags Over Texas, Outlaw Run, Silver City, Wildfire, Silver City, and Titan at Six Flags Over Texas. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button after the video to stay notified on all my current and future whereabouts. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you care. As always, you can visit my Patreon page, patreon.com/roadtripnate. If you feel like donating to this channel, every little bit helps and is always much appreciated. This is Road Trip Nate saying, until next time, road trippers, this live stream is over.